Hello everybody and welcome back to iRacing. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series B-Class Fixed from the Watkins Glen Road Course. The newly updated version, of course, it was updated for the 2022 season, which was much needed. We are starting in P13 out of a 20 car field. This is obviously one of the hardest combinations, is a stock car on a road course, because these things just aren't made for road courses, so it's something you just gotta feather and take care of, and this fixed setup is loose as can be through the S's. And of course, we have to just make it through the start, one of the hardest parts here at Watkins Glen, because it is a downhill 90-degree turn. But we're coming through the final corner now. Very slow pace lap here, like 40 miles an hour.
Stay out of trouble.
Here we go. Waiting for the leader to go. Green flag. All right, hopefully everybody nice and neat.
Clear to the left.
So far, so good.
Left side.
Side by side into the S's.
Still there.
Car on our left.
Still there.
These S's are so difficult in this car because the setup is so loose. You can see already fighting the car. Into the braking zone. At the bus stop. Down into second gear as we exit the bus stop into the carousel. Now, in terms of how difficult this car is to drive, I'm glad we're doing the short course, but I'd still love it if NASCAR did the long course. Now on iRacing, you can run that corner wide like they do in real life with no penalty. We had a guy from way far back in the mirror. Had to keep it in third gear just to... as he is dive bombing all over the place here.
Still there. Clear to the right.
He either didn't qualify or decided, I want to ride through the back, or qualified very poorly because he's apparently got speed.
Right side.
Is once again getting dive bombed here. Had to duck to the left. Luckily, I saw the guy in the mirror. Otherwise, I am not 100% sure we would have made it through that corner. See everybody just tiptoeing as we got a wreck. Just one car, it looks like. It does not surprise me we're going to see wrecks in the, what are those called? The S's. Because it is just so tricky with this fixed setup. And the car gets loose at each turn, and when you're coming over that hill at the end to get onto the straightaway, if you do not feather the throttle, it will just rip right from you and you'll be in a spin. Down to second gear for 6 and 7. Now you can't run 6 wide or turn 1 wide with iRacing track limits. They will penalize you, give you an X, but they will let you come out of the carousel that way, which I find interesting that that's how they decided to work that. Well, you know, is what it is. Ooh, loose on the exit of 1 for that 3 car. Back through the S's now. That 3 car got loose. We got loose. Really don't want to touch the curbs. You can see that 3 car got a little loose again. Only just now do you really get full throttle.
Far right. Hold your line. Still there.
Tried to give that guy as much room as possible because you really don't want to head through that corner too wide. Get hit by the super behind us. Thanks, asshole.
Right side. Keep it steady.
They say this dude's
Clear,
a lap
clear to the
down.
right.
It says L1. Is he a lap down? That doesn't make any sense if he is. Oh, I shifted to the wrong gear. I shifted down to the wrong gear. Forgot we'd already shifted to second. Ooh, that 3-car ran really wide in turn 1.
P16, come on man, if somebody fucks up in front, we need to be able to take advantage.
I mean, I'm trying, dude. I don't know what that L1 means on the thing, because he did pass us for position. So I don't know what the L1 means on this overlay. If anyone does know, let me know. Something I've never seen before. I just assumed it meant they were a lap down, which would be kind of hard to do here, and especially so early. Unless you're doing some sort of like lap down challenge. This race isn't long enough for that. The other thing with how loose this car is in the setup, tires are going to be a factor. Since there is no yellows, we are going green for the entirety of the 17 laps, so it means tires are going to play a factor. And I've done road course races, you know, especially Road America, because of how long that track is, where tire wear did come into play, and if you save your tires, you're going to make up positions. Not only through track position, but because as people get the tires worn, it's just going to be harder for them to hold on. So, you know, you expect to see wrecks at the beginning of the race and then again towards the end. So, as I say in just about every video, but especially in road course races, it's all about survival. You get your car to the end, and you can finish relatively decently on a road course. Of course, one of the biggest changes iRacing made last year that I love is this does count towards your road.
Okay, Des, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to
Love
line.
that they made that change instead of this counting towards my oval.
All right. He's still there. Still there.
To the inside of
Clear
that
right.
17. That 3-car really loose on corner exit there. So guys like the 3-car, you know, it's what I always say when I do road racing. It's you can be fast, but you need to be consistent too. I've never claimed to be one of the fastest road racers, but I like to think that I'm one of the most consistent, which helped me get good finishes. I don't qualify well, but I can get a decent finish as we get a car crashed on the inside. That'll be our first X.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
We kind of go defensive into the S's. I really don't want to go too wide into the S's with this setup. Honestly, there's a lot of corners at Watkins Glen you don't want to be side by side in. So, ooh, touch the grass a little. Get away with it. Into the bus stop. One of my favorite corners to take in a stock car. I hate doing it in stuff like the Indy car because it's terrifying with how full throttle it is. But it's a fun corner in a stock car to me. Oh, 3-car. A couple of us will get past there. Whoa, into the grass again. That time under braking. And take the other X there just to make sure the car didn't get away from us there. Get loose out of turn 7.
Place.
Watkins Glen, I feel like, is one of the hardest tracks in iRacing when it comes to maintaining your X's, just because of how easy it is, especially in a stock car with how much it wants to drift out, you know, for keeping within iRacing's track limits. Because again, they're so different in the real world. You know, NASCAR doesn't do track limits, so, you know, except for at the Roval and like in the bus stop and stuff. But stuff like this turn, they don't care. They don't care in turn 6 up here, while iRacing does, so it's really difficult because you want to drive it like they do in real life, just going wide. I mean, you can, but you may get a penalty some of the time. And sometimes it'll just be an X. That's always one of the more difficult things to figure out too with iRacing. One of those people who want to get on the brakes early because I don't want to overdrive the corner like he does. Of course, we still run wide at the exit, but I just don't want to lock up the brakes at all, run into a problem with that.
The gap behind has now decreased to 0.4.
That 17 car continues to stalk us from behind, so can't make a mistake to let him get up to us. We still got the 3 car behind him. God, that corner is just so much fun to take in a stock car. The back and forth, because, you know, it's just something these stock cars aren't designed to do.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
So now there's a car in front of us that has that L1 thing, so I really don't understand what it means. Now, if you haven't been around or haven't seen videos or anything since they introduced the new system for iRacing in terms of road course and oval series, you do have to be a B-class oval racer to get into this. But your road account, or no, is it B-class road to get in? I believe it is. And I'm not sure. So one of those two things is the opposite. So I'm trying to remember which one it is. So forget I was trying to explain it because I don't even remember. But either way, it explains why you're going to see D class and C class in here when this is, of course, a B class event. Out of the carousel, nice and easy.
You've got to find a way past.
And he's not really holding me up. He's actually, this is good pace between us here. Whoa. Onto the damn grass again. I gotta stop doing that in that corner because that makes me want to ride here. Really lose time. Now we're gonna have to defend from the 17 here down the front stretch into 1. Got smoke up ahead, but no yellows. Looks like somebody just locked up. Woo! He got a really bad turn 1. '17 was looking, but it's like, you don't have anywhere to go, dude. I don't have anywhere to go. Down the back stretch now towards the bus stop chicane again. Woo! Slideways. It's a difficult thing about running right behind someone on these courses is you don't quite see where the apex is. Might be a little late, so we did get it through there a little late, but held on to it really nice. So those two run side by side behind us. That'll help us, so I can focus on the car ahead. 5 car really seems to struggle in the last corner as well as the first. Really runs that turn wide. He's just braking way too late. I can go for a move here, but again, I'd be on the outside in the left-hander part of the S's here, and that really does not work. There's no grip out there in these cars, and you're almost destined for the wall.
B13.
Got through there really good, right up on him here.
Stay close.
Woo! Was gaining on him, but had to baby it right there. We are putting a ton of pressure on him right now. We are all over him. There we go.
On your left. Hold your line. Keep it steady. Clear on the left.
P13.
Left side. Still there.
There we go.
Clear left.
And he had to get out of it. Now it's going to run side by side with that 17 through the S's. 17 is going to get past him pretty easy. Wish he had held him up a little more. Now we have clear track in front of us. We can just focus on our lap times here as we slide it into the carousel a little bit.
Time to get defensive, mate.
Yeah, I know that.
Car right.
Didn't need you to tell me that.
Keep it steady. Clear to the right.
Coming to 2 to go. And 17 is all over us here. We were starting to catch the cars in front. However, we're just not going to have enough time. And also, I got to really focus on just holding this position off if I can. Tires are going away
P12. 2 to go.
as this run continues. Even though we've been relatively taking good care of them, it's a long time to go on this set of tires on a road course.
Left side. Clear left.
He brakes way earlier for the bus stop, which helps, so I don't have to worry too much about defending there, as we do have a crash. Took the entry away from both of us there, but that will give us P11. And I guess worst case scenario, unless I fuck up, P12 if he does get past me. Ooh. Got such a good run out of the corner that time, we actually hit the red limiter in third. Oh, we made a mistake there. That's going to give us a little bit of breathing room. Not trying to push. We can't really catch these guys in front of us with one lap. We can't catch them and pass them. So it's all about just holding on to this position. Easy into turn 1. Still ran a little wider than I'd like. It's going to get all over us here.
White flag, last lap.
But nothing to do here in the ES's. Uphill. Backing it up so he couldn't get that momentum onto the straightaway. Just got one more defensive zone to go. Not get through there good. That's not going to help us.
Left side.
Makes a bit of contact with us. 0x, but that actually ruins him. He may have just lost his only chance. He may have thrown away his one chance to get past us. Up into 4th, because again, we got a good run out. Easy into 6. And through turn 7, a little slideways, but it'll be enough. We'll hold on to P11. How about that? That was fun. Woo!
P11. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Bad luck, what are you talking about? We improved on our qualifying position and had some great battles. So I don't know what the crew chief's on about. To me, that was an excellent race. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more iRacing, and I'll see you next time. Bye!